A healthy Malik Neighbors makes the Giants dangerous in 2026.
I still think it's an overreaction to the Giants. First of all, we don't know. Healthy enough to play, maybe, but is he going to be healthy enough to beat Malik Neighbors? I think that might take a little more time. Still a lot, I think, for this Giants team to figure out before they can truly become dangerous. I got my eye on them for 2027.
I love seeing them. I love seeing Neighbors move around because when you saw him earlier in the year, you kind of scared. I don't expect him to be available till probably between the first and fourth week of the season. Get his football legs, and they can cook up some stuff.
There you go.
Annoying team to play against. I think they're going to be an annoying team to play against. I do not believe this is a playoff football team. I think they'll be playing, meaningful-ish games in December, but they're not there yet. The biggest thing is establishing culture and the quarterback and receiver taking steps. If they do that, then we're talking about a playoff football team in 2027. But I do think this is going to just be a tough team week in and week out to have to beat.
1-7 in one-score games last season.
Right.
To your point on being annoying, they were in and competing in a lot more games last season than people realize.
They were. Look, John Harbaugh will come in and the trains will run on time. Like, the culture will be solid there. There's no question about it. My questions with the Giants are about the roster. Do they have enough, particularly on the defensive side of the ball?
Right.
I think they're one more offseason away.
Okay, overreaction number 2. Contract drama with Baker Mayfield and Vita Vea. Will this doom the Buccaneers season?
I think it's an overreaction. First of all, Baker's out there. He's practicing. We know what Baker's like. We know about the chip on his shoulder, all that. I don't expect this to affect his performance. And Vita Vea, I just don't get the sense that they're really going to trade him. I believe there's a resolution that they could come to. He isn't out there practicing. If he were to sit out real games, then maybe this wouldn't be an overreaction, but that is a major step that the vast majority of players aren't willing to take.
It's an overreaction. He's out there practicing, right? The only time it becomes a distraction when one man's business becomes everyone's conversation. And that's not going to happen because Baker's going to go out there and prove it. I haven't always been a huge fan of Baker, but I can tell you this. He is gutsy, and when he is ticked off, he is a dangerous man. What does he say? When he wakes up dangerous, get out the way. We should be worried in Carolina.
I'm with you. I agree with that. I think this roster is overlooked. I think it's a very good roster, 1 through 53. Ruben Bain was overthought, just like Caleb Downs was for Dallas. He's going to be an impactful player from the moment he steps onto the field. They have to keep Egbuka healthy.
Yeah.
If Egbuka is healthy, he's their guy. Last year, they asked too much of him early because of the injuries. Right. If that's not the case, this will be a team that is my pick to win the division.
Ted Hurts, too. That's a young guy that can really go up there and get it. Be careful.
McMillan, we haven't seen all of him yet. This is a team, we talked so much about the 49ers injuries last year. Tampa Bay had it as bad as anybody from a health standpoint.
That division is there for the taking.
Yeah.
Given the veteran presence in Tampa Bay, you got to figure.
Nobody had a winning record.
You're dealing with a lot of injuries in Carolina.
Whoa.
Atlanta's a little bit of a mess. I think New Orleans is the sleeper in that division. More on that probably never as we keep it going here. Gross, Overreaction Friday number 3. The Browns are really going to start Deshaun Watson in week 1?
It's not an overreaction. He's going to start the first preseason game. That's this week. And then Todd Monken, the head coach, says that Shedeur Sanders will start the second preseason game. And his ideal situation is he'll make a decision after that. But Deshaun Watson is in the mix. Almost certainly the leader in this competition at this point. It is year 5 of that contract. He has played a total of 19 games in the first 4. He has not played a game since October of 2024.
Whew.
It sounds like there's a real chance he's going to be their week 1 starter.
You asked me yesterday, does it matter who starts in preseason game 1? And I said no. I thought about it, and I would like to take that back. Because Deshaun...
First time from Dan Orlovsky, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's happened twice. Deshaun Watson gets to throw the first punch. He gets to throw the first haymaker and plant his flag in the ground. If Deshaun Watson goes out and in preseason week 1 plays at a high level, it's almost impossible for Shedeur to then exceed or overtake that spot. And so I think it's the opportunity to go make birdie and say, okay, you've got to match that birdie. Yep. And so that's advantage to Deshaun Watson.
And that's why I said the plan could change. Right now is to start Watson this week and Shedeur next week, but things could happen in this game this weekend that could change that plan.
Well, part of that has to do with Coach Monken wants to see both of these guys. Can they command the offense? Can they get guys lined up? Situational football, how do they handle it? And ultimately, what does the pressure do to each of them? Do they panic or will they stay on their reads and progressions? And last importantly, are they discovering where to go with the football pre-snap or are they confirming? That's the difference. Which one can confirm, not discover? Because here's the thing you don't want to do. You don't want to load up the family, go on a trip, and discover, oh, I need gas, but you left your wallet at the house.
I hate having to get gas.
Yeah.
I don't drive an electric car, though.
We'll just keep moving off from that take.
So you don't hate it that much.
You talk about the idea of throwing the first punch. I want to follow up on a question. If Watson looks good enough, do you think the Browns could say, you know what, like you scrap the plan, he starts preseason game 2?
I feel like we've seen this happen in other cases over the years. You'd love for them to stick to the plan and, hey, this is a fair competition. We'll give them both equal chance. Watson starts the first game, Shedeur comes in relief, and then flip it the next week. People get impatient. And if Watson looks fantastic, then I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
First-year head coach, it's not as his first job, throw that out the window. First-year head coach, you cannot say one thing in the media and in front of everybody of the team.
Good point.
And then flip the script because now they say, I can't trust you because whenever it benefits you, coach, you're going to do that. You can't lose your locker room like that.
But if the separation between the two is so significant, the players know you still got to go through the motions.
You have to go through the motions, stick with your plan, because then all of a sudden, when that happens in other positions, they're going to go, oh, are you going to Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders for me?
Quick final question. If Watson looks good, contract extension?
I think that's unlikely.